What's good, Black Star Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jared. Y'all, today we're going to be looking at a video from More to Life. Now, a lot of women are angry because the whole provider mindset that a lot of men had back in the day is now being utterly destroyed. And what do I mean by this? It's being destroyed due to the fact that a lot of women are saying that they want a provider, but when they get one, they don't know how to keep him. I want you guys to look at this because they're angry. And they have a right to be. But it doesn't change the fact that that shit gonna still keep going on. Look at this.
A woman who doesn't hustle for her own money will never understand the value of yours. And she will have very unrealistic expectations from you.
My money is my money and his money is our money. You can be a CEO, you can be a doctor, and date a man that's going to provide for you.
Men shouldn't date broke women.
Because the truth is, plenty of women have built their dream lives with their husbands who started with nothing because they chose men of integrity.
All the women talking about, well, he's supposed to be the leader. He's supposed to be the head of the household. Being the leader, being the head does not mean that he has to be perfect.
It doesn't make a man any less than if he can't pay 100% of the bills.
I can see that a lot of ladies that don't agree with my mentality, which is to be with a man that is a provider, don't agree with me because they think that by me telling them to be with a man that provides, it's the same thing as me telling them to be codependent and to rely financially on a man. Have you guys ever heard the saying, my money is my money and his money is our money? That's what I mean. You can be a CEO, you can be a doctor.
This stupid hoe is gonna be the very one that's gonna lead you to the point where your ass is gonna be single. Now, mind you, this woman is probably single. So this stupid hoe telling y'all this shit, and she can't even get a man. I guarantee you she's single.
And date a man that's going to provide for you. And what I don't understand is how women in 50-50 relationships always say, well, I want to keep my independence. When in reality, you're a lot more independent when you're saving up all of your money while your man is paying for everything. Because let's be honest, people that are in 50-50 relationships are not going to live based on one person's income. What do I mean by this? So let's say individually, each of them are willing to spend $1,800 on rent. They're not going to get an $1,800 apartment. Since they have a 50-50 relationship, they're each going to put $1,800 and they're going to end up living in an apartment that's $3,600. So now they're living in an apartment that
Wait a goddamn minute here, bitch. What?
they're not going to get an $1,800 apartment. Since they have a 50-50 relationship, they're each going to put $1,800 and they're going to end up living in an apartment that's $3,600.
Bitch, is your whole entire engine block loose? That shit don't even make fucking sense. Who the fuck is damn renting a $3,600 apartment? First fucking of all. Two, what the fuck is this hoe talking about? Three, bitch, I know that wig or weave or whatever the fuck is on the top of your head is wrapped too fucking tight. Because none of the shit that just came out your mouth make any fucking sense whatsoever. And if you listen to this dead brain, loose engine block having bitch, I'm gonna tell you right now, she's the type that will put she's the type that will put cooking oil in her fucking engine and think it's gonna run a lot cleaner. That's the kind of stupid hoe this is.
So now they're living in an apartment that neither of them could afford by themselves.
What? Why would you get a 3,600 apartment? Look, that made no sense. They're not gonna get one that's 1,800. They're gonna get one that's 3,600. Where are you living? What part of the world are you living in? Are you living in New York? Are you living in LA? Like where? Because there's not too many.
She living with her sugar daddy that's paying her bills, so she don't have any concept of money. Because ain't no way in the hell, as a man, I'm going to go get a damn apartment that I can't afford by my damn self. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. We gonna split a $3,600 apartment in half and pay $1,800. You paying fucking house payments on apartments at that point. That ain't even worth it.
$3,600 apartments across these waters. No matter where you go, you can find them in rich places, New York, and maybe you can find things that price in Atlanta and some places, some areas. Stop it. Let her finish, though. I'm gonna let her finish.
Selves. Meanwhile, the girl that's being provided for and the one that's being codependent is able to use her money for investments, to start new businesses, to invest.
Let's be honest. How many of these broads is investing? Let's be honest. How many of these broads are investing? How many of these broads are actually starting businesses that actually make money? Let's keep it a buck. How many? Because I can guarantee you not many of them are actually starting businesses. Most of them are fucking out here buying. Oh. Most of these chicks are out here buying fucking luxury items that they cannot afford as it is. Or racking up credit card debt out of the ass and fucking their entire credit score up. So let's be honest here. How many of these women are out here actually starting businesses? Because I can guarantee you this. It's a lot less than you think, ma'am.
In herself and has saved up months worth of bills in the bank. A lot of creators like me always get the question, oh, well, what if he were to leave you?
A lot of creators like her are single and are out here trying to spill some bullshit on TikTok, acting like they're giving the fucking most valuable content. Meanwhile, that shit is a bunch of bullshit. Congratulations, man. You are the dumbest motherfucker out here.
I would be just fine. But now, what if the guy in the 50-50 relationship would have left the girl? The girl can't afford the apartment by herself. The girl in the 50-50 relationship does not have nearly as much savings as the other one because she's in a 50-50 relationship. She's required to pay stuff every single month. In her relationship, she's actually required to use her own money. If the girl in the
No, doesn't work like that. And that may happen. Hey, I'll say it like this. Some of you ladies will get lucky. That's why in one of my last videos, the man said simps are ruining the date market, because they are, right? But for the most part, most men, it doesn't matter if you're going to be okay because he didn't go 50-50. How selfish is that? I understand if the guy is rich. They all walk around like every man they're going to meet is going to be rich. That's not the case. You're going to meet a guy that may have it all together. He may be smart. He probably has an e-commerce store. There are some guys out there like that, but that's not a lot of people. And so you ladies have to live in hopes that you find that guy. But a lot of times the guy is just trying to please you. And a lot of times doing that, he's going to end up hurting alone.
50-50 relationship gets fired, she needs to find a job quickly because her man can't afford both their lifestyles because he's used to being in a 50-50 relationship. Meanwhile, the girl being provided for has the time to look for a job that she's actually going to enjoy.
Run.
Or even
a job that she actually enjoys instead of a job that she actually needs. So you running on so your stupid ass is running on hopes and fucking dreams. Yeah, I can tell you ain't never fucking done nothing in your life. You running on hopes, dreams, and I hope this happens bullshit. That's what your goofy ass is running on. This is insane. This right here is the reason why a lot of guys are like, you know what? I might not deal with this stupid broad right here. Because this don't make no damn sense. This is short bus. This is short bus talk right here. This is, I'm slow as fuck, but I need some damn cash coming in. So I'm going to put some bullshit out here on TikTok to try to get dumbass women to watch my shit. That's what this shit is. Because ain't no way in the hell a woman that actually respects herself is going to listen to this stupid broad. Ain't no way in the hell a woman going to do that. Now, if you do, then you's a stupid motherfucker. I'm going to tell you that right now. If you listen to what the fuck she's saying, if you listen to every damn thing this stupid out is saying, congratulations, ma'am. Your ass deserves to be single because you know you crazy. Shit.
Start her own business. If the girl in the 50-50 relationship gets really, really sick or she gets pregnant, well, that sucks. You gotta work while you're 9 months pregnant or you gotta work while you're sick because you got bills to pay. She doesn't have anyone that she can rely on. Meanwhile, the girl being provided for can take off all 9 months of pregnancy off if she wants to because she has someone that she knows she can rely on. Relying on someone and knowing you can rely on someone are two different things. So you tell me, in this situation, who's more independent?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
I've asked a lot of my guy friends their opinions on men going 50-50 with women, and their answers are very interesting. So the guys I've asked, they're from different age group, different income levels, different career backgrounds, and at first they would tell me going 50-50 with women is reasonable nowadays. Also, it depends on the stage of your relationship. Sometimes I pay, sometimes she pays. Relationship is about two people getting to know each other, supporting each other, growing together, which are totally understandable and valid points. And then I asked them, if you meet a girl that is absolutely your dream, being with her will make you the happiest person on earth, would you go 50-50 with her? And they all went silent. After a very long pause, every one of them said, no. And then they're finally being honest with me. They said from a guy's perspective, if they meet a girl they really like, going 50-50 with her would make them embarrassing and humiliating. That kind of idea would not even come across their mind. They will try to do everything to impress her. If they don't have money won't be the problem. They will find a way. So ladies, listen, if you want to go 50-50 with a guy, this is exactly what they're thinking about.
No, you're living in Delulu land.
See, this is the problem. A lot of women listen to women like this and think that they're getting the tea when listening to women like this is gonna have a lot of women single. I'm just let y'all know that right now. Because hold up. Because if it's like this, if you have women that keep telling women stupid stuff like this, a lot of women are going to get led. A lot of women going to get led down the wrong path. And I'm going to tell you right now, that path is going to end up eating them alive. Because it makes no sense. It really doesn't. Especially with the stuff that these women say and the way that a lot of these women act in a lot of ways, to be honest with you, the way that a lot of these women carry themselves is insane to me. I really am trying to wrap my head around this shit.
And the guys that you're friends with are hardcore simps on the low, who probably, most likely, are struggling with money. Why do I say that? Because this is how I see it. Living in the West is not easy, right? Unless you're a opportunity-minded guy. What I mean by that is you're a guy that searches opportunities and not jobs, right? I was able to find an opportunity outside of the West. Because living there, a lot of times you're stuck in a rat race. I need to do this to survive. I have to do that to survive. Before you know it, you're a slave. And that's why living outside, to me, I feel like is breaking out of the matrix, because there's a lot of other things that goes into that. I break it down with guys when I have consultations about working at home. But yeah, and ladies like this will leave you stuck in that mindset, that slave mindset. See, you ladies fought for equality, or not you, your ancestors fought for equality. This is the equality you wanted. Now we came to a time where they don't want that. They don't want that, right? They want to live scot-free. But listen, ladies, that provider mindset, it's done.
Those days are over.
It died over 20 years ago. You will have some guys out there that'll do it, but not many.
So look down on. Because you say you want love, but the moment that the package arrives in front of you and it's not dripping in money, you look down on it as if it's beneath you. And let's be clear, I'm not talking about the man that doesn't want to work. He has no vision, no effort, no plan. Because I know how y'all love to say, I'm not Barbara the Builder. No, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the man that does want to work. He is trying. He is working on building something bigger. Because the truth is, plenty of women have built their dream lives with their husbands who started with nothing because they chose men of integrity. And a man of character is going to look at the woman who stood by him and not abandon her. He's going to honor her. So the problem isn't building with a man. It's building with the wrong man. Big difference. And since we're talking about this, while we're here, let me address another huge lie. If I help him, then that makes him my roommate. No, a roommate splits bills and a helpmate builds legacies. There's a huge difference here.
Let me learn you something right quick in case your mama never did, because mine didn't. I had to learn this on my own. You don't get a thing for helping a man in his lowest times. You get absolutely nothing. You don't get a reward for that. When he get up, he gonna get gone. Just know that. He might not even like you no more. Because men be in their feelings when women got more money than them and more sense than them, more intelligence than them, more ideas than them.
Not necessarily. Now, if he's secure about himself, he's not going to have a problem. But if he's insecure about himself, yeah, maybe. But most men are confident in themselves and their abilities. So that right there tells me everything I need to know about the men that you choose. You choose low quality niggas that ain't worth a damn. And your mama told you this shit because she chose low quality niggas herself. So basically, in my mind, and what I'm seeing is this. Mother and daughter chose low priority, low value niggas that weren't worth a damn in the first place. Now they're trying to put that same bullshit on all men because they never chose right. Now they're over here spewing this bullshit talking about how a man will leave you if he becomes successful, or he feels challenged if you're smarter than him or you have more ideas than him. So that right there tells me a lot about you and the way that you think and the way that you treat men, that you come across. So, ma'am, you just basically proved the red flag was flagging. Congratulations. You played yourself. And I hope and I pray that you find a man that makes you feel adequate about yourself. Because a woman that says some shit like that, she's very insecure about herself, very inadequate about herself.
Suck all your energy out and suck all your good intentions out and leave you high and dry. And he'll be up and you'll be down. The transfer of energy is insane. Let that man figure that out on his own, because that's how you become a man.
And that's the reason why white women keep winning. Even though a lot of white women are, let's be honest here, a lot of white women ain't worth a damn. But this is the reason why white women win. Because they're willing to actually help and build with their man instead of this shit right here.
When you learn how to figure shit out on your own. Emergency, go back. Let them do it.
See, this right here is a nightmare. And this is what the last lady was talking about. You keep getting with men that are no good. I'm looking at your look, the way you look. I'm looking at your hair. I'm looking at your weight. And I know what kind of men you're getting. Losers. Yeah, and then you're putting it on every man, and you're telling this to the internet, and you're dealing with losers. Let me let the lady finish up with you.
Reciprocity is a part of marriage. Serving one another, building together, and covering one another. It doesn't make a man any less than if he can't pay 100% of the bills. And it doesn't make you any less valuable if you contribute. That's not struggle love. That's smart love, and that's partnership.
Teamwork is dream work, right?
And here's what gets me. Women love to say, don't help a man, because once he makes it, he'll leave you for somebody else. Do you even hear how contradictory that sounds? I mean, really listen, because y'all talk about broke men as if they're the only ones that leave, as if rich men can't exercise their countless options, right? Like as if they can't trade you in for someone younger or prettier or more convenient in any way. Money doesn't guarantee loyalty. Character does. Because you out here talking about, oh, I'd rather cry in a mansion. But why cry at all? And I mean, really, if a man is your sole provider, then by that very logic you're speaking, he also has the ability to starve you the moment that he decides he doesn't want you anymore. And that's not love, that's dependency. So if you never find a man who can pay all of your bills, you would rather stay single forever. So you would rather carry 100% of the load alone than to get with somebody who can meet you halfway? Baby, you can save more, invest more, and grow more with 2 incomes than you ever could by yourself. Ladies, please hear me. No one is promoting struggle love. What I'm saying is building with someone is not struggle, it's strategy. Marriage is partnership and reciprocity. It's not just you sitting pretty while he serves you. It's the 2 of you serving each other. You've got to stop confusing provision with protection, because money can buy comfort, but only character can build love. And if all you want is money, don't be surprised when all you ever get is pain.
Don't you agree, Mr. Feather? Word.
Ladies, be careful of the help that you give a man, because later on that help might end up hurting you. There are a lot of women that I know that have dealt with men, and they take it upon themselves to help. You know, if you with a man and I know you care about him, so you feel like, okay, well, I can do this, I can do that, but that man has not asked you. And that's the same exact thing he's going to tell you once you feel like you didn't got played, or whatever it is that you've done for him, he's not reciprocating, or nor does he appreciate. You're going to throw it in his face like, well, I did this and you ain't did this and blah, blah, blah. And he's going to turn around and say, well, did I ask you? I didn't ask you to do that. You did that because you wanted to. You know, a lot of the times we'll take it upon ourselves to, you know, initiate some type of help that was not asked of us. But then we feel like, okay, well, I did this out the kindness of my heart, you know, and then you can't depend on that same man. Or either he'll take the help without even really appreciating it. He'll take it. And then once he done got on his feet, he'll sit up there and act like you ain't never did nothing for him. Listen. Struggle brings character. A lot of females are enabling these weak ass men. That's why they can't really get their shit together, because they know that they can lean on you. Let that man struggle on his own to get his shit together, because I promise you that help that you trying to give that man, it's going to hurt you later on. And a lot of women, when they enter these relationships or they deal with these men, the first thing y'all want to do is just name drop all your credentials. Talk about yourself and tell them man everything that you got. You're not doing nothing but setting your own self up to be used. You want to bring them to your house, show them how you live, and that man is rubbing his hands like Birdman, seeing how he can manipulate and get what you got. Hey, look, baby, I'm broke. I ain't got no money. I live in the projects. I'm broke. IRS got me for $500,000. That ain't cap though. But seriously, I don't come into.
What dude is out here literally getting chased by the IRS for having $500,000 in debt to the government? What kind of niggas are you fucking with?
Relationships, I don't deal with men bragging about the things that I have, because I know how opportunistic these men are. I ain't got shit. It ain't nothing you can get from me but a couple of laughs. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of women overcompensate or want to tell everything that they got going on, thinking that they trying to impress a man. Who the said that we got to impress these men out here? I'm telling you, a lot of women set themselves up to be used, because the first thing you want to do is talk about yo MBA, yo this and that, yo blah, blah, blah. You know, I got this and my parents left me this. I'm broke, baby. I don't even wear like all my stuff. Like I don't try to dress all fancy and wear all of my designer or my jewelry, anything when I'm first dating a man. I want him to think that I'm just, regular. That way he don't get no Birdman thoughts in his hand. He be rubbing together like Birdman, dealing with a lot of you women because you want to come off as Oprah Winfrey. I ain't got it, baby. I'm broke. But y'all gonna do what you want.
You know what, man? I can agree with you there. Keep all your shit to yourself and don't expose yourself. I can agree with that. And I'm not about to say no iffy, kitschy shit. Nah, I ain't about to do that. But I do agree with her. Don't be out here trying to parade around here like you got all this damn money when you don't. But here's the problem. That's what y'all attract, and that's what you're attracted to. So you can't really blame the guys that you attract if that's the way that you attract them. Anyways, like, share, subscribe to the channel, support the podcast, support.com. I will see you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for listening. Bye, guys.